the American dream is
It's a freaking manipulation.
It's not just
How many emails do you get from colleges when you're about to start going to college? All of a sudden, it's all these nice pictures of successful people, and they make you think that you're gonna come out of college successful and all this shit. That's manipulation. I don't care who says it's not.
everyone manipulates. Everyone tries to get something out of someone in some way, shape, or form. Our generation is full of freaking mind games.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back.
Mindful Millennial Inc. And today we got another topic for you. You know how we do every week. Today we're going to talk about manipulation.
Ooh, manipulators. On a general basis, according to research, of course, we have our sources, and statistics and facts, but I think the general premise of a manipulator is someone that takes advantage of someone in order to seek out a form of power or control
Power
or
hungry.
gain some type of advantage from the person that they're seeking this from. I feel like everyone's a manipulator. Screw that, okay? Everyone manipulates. Everyone tries to get something out of someone in some way, shape, or form. Our generation is full of freaking mind games.
Well, if we're speaking in general,
Yes.
there's people that manipulate career-wise. Like, come on, like
Mm-hmm.
the resume is not really the resume. It's really how you sell yourself.
The government.
Yeah, bro.
The government. Everyone manipulates. Like, when you really think
Yeah.
about it, and let's really dissect
Yeah.
into this, everything is a manipulation. Everything is in some way, shape, or form to get something out of you. Why do you buy clothes? I just hit the mic. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, why do you buy your clothes? Why do you,
As far as flashy brands,
exactly. Makeup, jewelry. Everything is to push you in a way to get you to spend your money, represent the brand, follow this trend. And
well,
even
that's
then,
how these brands have everyone brainwashed into thinking that in order for you to seem valuable, you have to wear their brand on your chest or
Yeah.
on your hat
hmm
or all over your sweatpants. And everyone falls for it. Honestly,
Yeah.
even I have fallen for it.
But I
You
think
know?
what I'm trying to say is essentially that manipulation is emotional. It uses psychology,
Yeah.
mind games and things like that.
Mhm.
It's also physical. You're using power over somebody. That's what coercion is.
Right.
When you really take it into consideration, like that's how people falsely confess to murder all the time. Because somebody forced them to.
I'll be so.
Or because they stay with somebody. You know what I'm saying? A simple reason to stay with somebody is because they beat you. Like, you know? I was saying, sexual. Sometimes too. Like sexual manipulation. The
How?
the
Explain.
beauty. But I guess this is now
Well,
where we move on.
we talking about when people know they look good.
No,
Okay.
we're talking about how people use manipulation now, I feel. Because now we get to the nitty gritty of the topic, right? Manipulators, men versus women. Who do you think is the biggest manipulator? Men or women?
Both.
I say women.
I think both because men use it not just in real life, but men use it a lot in business.
Okay.
Men use it. Come on, like we were
Yeah.
just talking about something similar
Yeah.
earlier today.
Yeah.
How they will use that type of tactic,
hmm
and it'll be beneficial to their portfolio for certain things or to gain power.
You want to give a little backstory about that?
But
Because I feel like it's very quick to sit here, overgeneralize. And I'm not about to sugarcoat nothing. Because you
Wow.
gotta give your opinion, and I'm about to give
Wow.
my.
Why don't you go? You go first. Though you go first.
I go first. I go first.
Yeah.
Alright.
Then I'll.
Okay. You just screw it up.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel just talking about beauty. I was asking my brother about this because we're and all we love our community in this channel. We can say that we're proud Latinos. We want to talk about what the people are talking about, real issues that matter.
Claro.
And I spoke to my little brother about this, and he was like, "Oh, like that's a good topic, manipulators." And I was like, "Do you want to speak more about that? What kind of opinion do you have, especially being, a young boy, like a young man within the world and having to deal with dating?"
In the
And
Bronx.
one thing that I've noticed with manipulation is a lot of people can use it to their advantage in the sense that you could be beautiful and get everything you want. You don't have to try hard. You don't have to work. You can work on being pretty. You could just stand there and people pay you.
I feel like that's subjective, but it does, like, being attractive comes with benefits.
Right.
But I don't think that being attractive makes your life easier per se.
What if I'm I'm saying it in the sense of you're purposely using your looks. Like you're using sex. You can use sex as a way to manipulate people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And girls do it all the time.
Mhm.
How many young, pretty girls are with, you know, older men or, you know, or just ugly men,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
really ugly men, because they got a little coin.
Not the
Because,
little
that
coin.
ugly man wants a pretty woman.
Not the little coin.
And, it is taking it for an advantage, but, it's equal exchange. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but it is manipulation in a sense.
Yeah.
Except if you're really in love, that's fine. But I know some women.
Love is love. Love is love, but manipulation. Sorry.
Oh my
It
God.
is what it is. That's,
I mean, no, and that's exactly what I'm saying because I know a lot of women that get a lot from men just because they're pretty. We do it all the time.
yeah.
We can't sit here and deny that.
Yeah.
We look good, and what do we expect because we look good? Because we're smiling, looking pretty, playing with our hair and looking all sexy and shit.
Yeah, like I don't expect to make a line.
Yeah, exactly. That's manipulation.
I don't make lines.
You're using an advantage over someone. That's what manipulation is. We could flip it back. I know some very sexy men. I know some fine men. They're not too bright. They don't need to be bright. They make
pretty
a great
boys.
living.
The pretty
They make a
boys.
great living. They got a bunch of women crying over them, pero no hay nada. There's nothing in there.
Yeah.
Not in here.
Yeah.
They could fuck. Fact. I'll give them that.
Some.
Some. But even then, some of them don't even have to because the women will do all the work because, oh, you fine, let me. Natale. Natale.
Hey.
Natale.
Why?
But
Why we like?
I know really fine men, and guess what? They use it to their advantage because these are the women that are giving them kids. These women are doing favors for them. These women are at home, limpiándole todo, haciéndole de
Limpiando la
todo,
casa.
ready, dealing with the nonsense. All because a man too confident.
Yeah.
Like it, and he's too good. He thinks he's too good. He's too good. He got it good.
Mhm.
No worries. Pile de mujeres.
Pila. Pila.
Nunca se le acaba.
Yeah.
When a man got that life, he a king. The world is his oyster. As you look good, you're gonna get jobs. If you're educated, Jesús Santísimo.
Even yeah.
Se jodió la vaina. God bless him. Yeah. And you fine. I already said that. No. Did I?
Yeah, I think you said that.
Oh, bueno, because they fine.
And then all they got to do is talk the talk, but talking the talk is part of being a manipulator. When you get good at it,
It's also using your weaknesses against you because if you know someone like is down for you and you know that they're somewhat an Achilles heel for you, there is that. Oh, it's too easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
it's too easy for some people.
Like, I think we all know one or two people that will hit them up and they'll most likely say yes to anything that you ask them.
Oh yeah.
And
Mhm.
people sometimes take advantage.
Yeah.
Okay?
I know I did.
People
Mhm.
se pasan. Se
If I wanted to be,
pasan.
if I wanted to drink, if I wanted to lay back, if I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
get my bean flicked,
Not the bean.
I already knew who to call.
Bean flicked is crazy.
The Ghostbusters. I hate
Bean
that.
flicked is crazy.
Yeah. For the people, for the women. Hello.
Yeah, yeah. I just never
Hello.
heard that one
Yeah.
before.
Get your bean flipped.
Bean flicked. But yeah, that's how that goes.
I will also say, what about passive aggressive people? Those are also manipulators. Like, how about, I'll take it even further. How about people like your mom? Oh, I won't do it. I'm by myself. Nobody helps me in this house.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yes, yes.
That's manipulation,
Yeah.
you know, and a
Or
form. Yeah.
or people that always play the victim role. They constantly manipulate people into
Oh my
thinking that
God.
they're always a victim, that
They're always sick.
everything always happens to them.
They're always
Draining.
tired. It's always an excuse.
Like eventually you have to realize life happens to everybody,
Dude, life is
not
hard.
just to you.
And people have it worse. Get over yourself.
People have it way worse than you, no matter what. So you constantly wanting to manipulate people into seeing you as a victim really only hurts yourself.
And even then, it manipulates people into having this codependency on you.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, well, such and such is always, I can't never rely on them, so I need to
Hmm.
compensate for them.
Hmm.
That's annoying.
But you're also
So many of them are
manipulating
doing that.
yourself because
Yeah.
you could have been
Denial.
You could have been done being the victim 10 years ago, but
Denial.
you want to be stuck in that because for you it's easier.
But that's also that victim mentality of denial. Because it's like you never want to accept the reality of the situation. You're just lazy.
Yeah.
You just don't want to do it.
Not
You just, you eat bad. You don't work out. You don't do what you want to do. Like, there's people all the time that complain in the world, oh, yeah, I'm broke. Well, go get a job. I mean, it's hard. Let me not say that because Kim K got red to filth for that. But I know I'm not talking about the people that are struggling under the system to get a job. I'm talking about the people that think they're too good but don't want to work for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Everybody wants the easy way out. Yeah, they just want it handed to them. Because, oh, poor me. No, not poor you.
Or because they just are used to having it easy and all of a sudden it got hard and
Yeah,
shit hit
your
the fan.
entitlement.
Shit hit the fan and you wasn't ready.
And you're in denial about
That shit
that.
happens to everybody.
Yes.
You don't actually grow up until shit hits the fan a few times.
No, but it's even when you avoid it, too. Because, like, when things hit the fan, those people are still flaky. They're still flaky people. And they still will find a way to get out of it or have someone else deal with it. Oh, I don't know how to do this. Can you write it for me?
Just that codependency shit.
Oh, can you pick up such and such?
That codependency shit. I can't do that. I've never been able to do that.
Oh, I'm broke. Give me $10. Like,
So I will figure it out.
but they always wasting money on like weed, or they want to be fucking everybody, or like
Yeah.
they live in their mama's house. But like,
No.
come on,
Like how are
come
you?
on.
I don't know how there's people that are constantly out partying. Meanwhile, you
Yeah.
don't have your life together.
Yes.
You have kids, but you don't have a car, but you got time to party.
Yeah.
That doesn't really make sense to me. I'm sorry. And if I see how I can see from the outside how you manage your priorities, I'm gonna just stay outside.
And that's not even for people that all life just happens. Like, if you're in a rut, then you're in a rut. All right, cool. Get out of your rut, work
People get
hard.
comfortable.
We support you, but don't get comfortable. Yeah, like,
Get
you gotta
comfortable.
respect the L. Respect the L. L's are gonna happen. L's are a part of life.
Always.
But always remember, you gotta get back up.
Mhm.
You're gonna have a couple L's in life. Life starts with a L.
Period.
Told me. Life starts with an L. Let's talk about that
That was
one.
good. That was good. That was
Thank
good.
you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
We'll be here all night. Kidding. Kidding.
But anyway, back to the topic, right? I also think women also women knows. I feel like women are more easier. I say women are the biggest manipulators because of this general premise too. Women know how to get what they want. If a woman wants to get something, she will find a way to get it.
Say like maybe 80% of the time.
Yeah. Only because life again.
Life. Cause
Life, but
life.
I also think in the sense of like you ask a lot of men, they will say women have a better advantage, and I kind of agree with them in the sense that we can cry and cops will believe us about getting beat, but there's men that are being abused by women as well.
Yeah.
And nobody believes them. There aren't resources for them. There aren't very outlets. And I keep hearing this common discussion about um, being in your boss bitch era, and there's nothing wrong with that, but there's also a lack of humility that these girls have in the sense that they think they deserve everything because they're cute
That's true.
and that they don't got to go to school or they don't got to find a way to life or make a business or make something out of themselves
Or
think that a man should do it where you can, but sometimes things don't last, and a lot of the times I feel like people have this misconception of what reality is.
yeah, but there's also an example of like just because you got a BBL, that don't mean you're gonna be successful. That don't mean you're gonna
Right.
instantly start making mad money.
Right.
I've seen plenty of people that have gotten their body done and ended
Right.
up nowhere.
And that's the lifestyle thing. That's what I'm saying. Like
Nowhere.
people have this misconception and then they manipulate it to get it. That's not gonna last because at the end of the day, people get tired of the games. It's a mind game at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You're playing chess with people's emotions. And a woman knows how to make a man love her and like do all these things for her, especially if he's a big sucker. I feel
Yeah.
like women are more smarter than that. Yeah, women get. I feel like.
Well, cause men have a higher sex drive. Men,
Yeah.
literally, that's why women can actually use that
Mm.
to their power in the manipulation world. It's unfortunate, but it's true. Like physically, like scientifically, men will more easily get aroused and are
Yeah,
more
like
likely
a
to.
woman can make a man succumb to her. Like, but that's why I'm saying women are the better manipulators because a woman can get a man to succumb to her faster than a woman can get a.
Yeah, so in that sense, I could see that.
You know, is it messed up to say to sit here and be like, oh, when men get women pregnant, like that's a form of manipulation. Now we can switch it back to the men's side.
When men get women pregnant.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then they
like
leave,
oh, you
and then they leave. Yup, I said it.
like
And then they leave.
no, or sometimes they'll just play that role of, oh, I want to marry you, I want to give you kids,
Uh-huh.
all to just keep you around.
Mhm.
And then if they accidentally get you actually pregnant,
Mhm.
then it's like, oh shit,
Mhm.
I wasn't actually ready for this. Bye. Like,
Mhm.
not like that. They don't always leave like that. Sometimes it's like little by little they'll start, not taking you out.
Tuning out.
They'll
Yup.
start tuning out. Yeah,
They'll
tuning
start
out. They'll
regressing. Mhm.
Then you're like, yo, but like I thought you wanted this family. I thought, mira la pobre Danile. Lo que le pasa.
You feel for her.
No, you don't.
That's not what this is about.
No, but it was one of those cases where he was promising her the world.
I guess, but
So that's exactly what I'm talking
he's
about.
no offense, but he's a rapper.
Yeah, but I'm saying that was still he still manipulated her into thinking they were gonna have a family, bro.
He's a rapper. No, I'm
Manipulation.
sorry. Yeah, he's a rapper.
Manipulation.
Like, I'm sorry.
She was
It's messed up for me to sit here and say I don't know their business.
she was still led on to believe they were gonna have a family and all this stuff. And that's really what it is.
Is it too quick to sit here and say that? Because there's this theory that I'm working on where a lot of these girls become in the industry just to get pregnant and saved by a rapper. Like a lot of these girls rap, and we be talking about this. A lot of these girls rap to get in the industry, meet people, network with.
Yeah, but
network with.
that's separate though, cause the reason why I'm believing it is because she literally posted videos of them together, him saying I love you, all this to her face, and then in the public denied he ever wanted anything with her. You know what I mean? So
I feel
yeah,
like
he fucking
I
manipulated
don't
her.
know. I feel
Whether
like
it's
she did that.
money, he could be a rapper, construction worker, whatever. He promised her one thing to then kick her out and treat her like he never promised her that. That's the only point I'm trying to make. He could have been a fucking janitor,
I feel like she did it out of
but
spite.
it was done in the public eye too. So
Exactly. And that's manipulation. Yeah, that's manipulating. When people post like their business on the gram, that's to gain an arc or get like, why are you putting your business like? I don't
I
want
get what you
to. I don't
mean.
want to talk about this in the sense that like I don't want no hate and whatever.
I
Like,
get what
I
you
don't know
mean,
none of
but
these
every case
people,
is different.
and I don't really care about these people, but I don't really care about the comments either. So whatever. But the fact of the matter is, if you're sitting here worried about posting your business on the gram, then you should probably be more focused on creating healthier relationships and behavioral patterns for yourself. And that's the therapist in me talking.
I feel like some people will do it for clout, yes, but
Yeah,
not all cases are the same.
exactly. But I also feel like there that the last thing I'm gonna say is that he did have another baby mom. And women also do this thing where they do it out of spite to manipulate the man into staying with them. Like women have kids on men all the time.
I know.
Like a man can switch it up, but there's plenty of women that have kids by a man because they believed it, but they didn't want to read the signs that were there, knew that they were being manipulated, and didn't wanna. They wanted to play games again by manipulating them into staying with them,
Yeah.
and it didn't work
There's
for some people.
there's those too. There's a little bit of everything.
I'm just saying.
A
You
little
could
bit
do
of
better. You could do better.
a little bit of everything. All right, but let's to each their own.
Yeah.
To each their own.
I feel like now we gotta focus on the men though, because I feel like with women it's too much kid talk
With women, I feel like it's expected because I feel like
to be a manipulator.
from the outside, even you said that they're better. For that,
They are
person that-
better.
But that's what I feel like the outside, the people, the general population will agree with you
Mm.
in that aspect.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's a form. When we put on these lashes, it's to look like we got longer lashes. We lying,
Like
bro.
we do
Like
a lot.
fix
We
it.
do a lot.
We're lying. My skin looks this good. You feel me? Because I woke up like this. But my lashes ain't real. My hair don't look like this. Like this is my hair. But I gotta make it look
Gotta
like
make
this.
it like we don't really wake up like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything from the beginning is taught and wired to it.
Well,
Manipulation.
men are doing them fake beards and all that shit too.
Gender norms are a manipulation. How about that one?
No
Gender roles are manipulation. How about that one?
expectations.
Yeah, telling me how I'm supposed to act is a manipulation. I want to act how I feel like it, not how you think you should tell me. Like if I want to pull up to work and I want to look dusted with a bun and some sweatpants,
Mhm.
I should be able to do that. If I want to come in with the Devil Wears Prada outfit, like Miranda,
Yeah.
I should be able to do that because I want to.
Because
You know,
want to.
because I want to. I shouldn't have to be told, oh, you have to look pretty. I mean, I want to look pretty, but does life make me feel like I have to look pretty? Do I need to?
Honestly,
You
you
know?
you just end up dealing with the brand because it's just a brand thing. Brands have a certain look. You know how people that have worked for Hollister and Abercrombie and stuff like that,
Yes.
they've had to work with guidelines where they'll tell you even the type of nail polish, the color nail polish that you can wear.
Oh.
Yeah. Or the places that tell you what kind of hair you can't rock.
Dude, I went to private school all my life. That shit sucks. So, like, every day. But it's good because I didn't have to worry about what I wore in the morning. But my uniform had to look good. So there were other forms of manipulation. Like, I was still getting my ass cut. I didn't have a good purse, or I didn't have good shoes. Or my hair
I was
wasn't
thinking about
cute.
that. I'm like, I wonder how manipulation was in school.
Like that.
I mean, that's apart from peer
They
pressure.
manipulate in telling you what type of smart you are.
The grading system.
There's systems that teach you real world experiences and what you actually want to learn, and they turned out to be more beneficial. to those people that learn that way and that are taught in that system. Because everything is a grading system, so that creates competition and manipulation. Because I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of people that are book smart, but y'all are fucking dumb.
Como una lata.
Oh my god, yo, what? There's some people that are book smart, but oh my lord. Some people say that shit about me and it's kind of offensive. But, you know, I don't care. They say that about me. But that's just because, like, I don't react like a hood rat, you know? I walk away from situations because you're not smart like me.
Right.
We're not here, so I'm not going to sit here and argue back and forth with you when you already don't have the cognitive functioning
Yeah.
to understand
Bye.
the level of conversation we're about to have.
Deuces.
Yeah. And that tends to be, and you know what? I feel like that's another form of manipulation.
You know what's the biggest
Lacking
manipulation?
communication. What?
The biggest manipulation was college. Student loans. Yes.
Credit.
Well,
Credit.
interest. They literally, come on, man. They
I'm
send
not
you
paying that
flyer
shit.
after flyer.
I'm not paying
You
that
get
shit.
email after. How many emails do you get from colleges when you're about to start going to college? All of a sudden, it's all these nice pictures of successful people, and they make you think that you're gonna come out of college successful and all this shit. That's manipulation. I don't care who says it's not. It is.
Can I say something? Can I say something? The American dream is
It's a
manipulation.
freaking manipulation.
It's not just college.
And I almost cursed, and I said
You can
freaking.
come to this country and gain, like, we've seen our family do it, like, gain benefits from, like, getting checks and welfare and this and EBT and all that good stuff and never making out of the hood because they still want to stay on welfare, popping out 10, 20 kids just to stay in the freaking system. That's manipulation at its finest. Making everybody fat
The American.
because they don't want to sit here and provide us with fresh produce. But y'all got the nerve to sit here and sell a closet in New York for $18,000. The vid was a manipulation. That's like, that's just crisis.
Donald Trump is a manipulator.
Donald Trump is a manipulator.
Donald Trump is a manipulator.
Governors, I'm sorry, governors are manipulators, senators are manipulators, mayors are manipulators. They all lie and they all say they're gonna do stuff. The country is exactly the same. Everyone is still racist.
I'm getting a little tired of it, but I promise.
Exactly. People aren't taking advantage about what's going on in this country.
Broken promise.
The systematic desensitization of freaking racism. They're trying to oppress black studies, African American studies, which is American history, which is the backbone of this freaking country.
Yeah, but they don't want us. They don't want us to know.
But they don't want us to know
certain things.
They don't
Just
want
like
us to
they
know.
want to ban TikTok.
But then they want to sit here and then not allow people to get interviews or do this or do that. But meanwhile, you're still treating them the way they treat them, and they're just supposed to sit here like, no, you're not treating me this way. That's gaslighting, dude. That's gaslighting. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You're sitting here telling me, oh, no, I'm not being treated any different, but I can't get a job, can't afford fucking housing, can't eat. What? What? Greatest country,
Freaking
my
ripoff.
ass.
Freaking ripoff.
Greatest country, my ass.
The American dream.
And that's where men come in because all the politicians are freaking men.
That's wild, but yeah. And anytime that there's a woman, it's like a historical milestone.
Yep.
The first woman, yeah, it's like you've seen all the headlines lately. And that's lately. You know, probably because of Camilla and all that. But now it's like, oh, the first woman this, the first woman this. Now it's the first black female this, the first black female that.
Because it's taking freaking long enough.
Slow AF.
It's taking
But
us
progress,
long enough.
nonetheless.
It's
Slow.
taking us long enough. I'm just saying.
Slow.
So.
They gotta, come on, speed it up.
Hmm.
Speed it up. Because clearly something ain't working. Something ain't working. Shit's too expensive. But back to the topic.
Manipulators.
Yeah.
people getting, and did you know whenever you were being manipulated? Have you ever known this person was manipulating you?
I didn't know because the last time I really experienced it for like a long period of time was
Mhm.
with an ex,
Mhm.
and I feel like a lot you when you're blindly in love or whatnot, you don't listen to a lot of people. You know, people would give you advice, and you're just like, no, no.
He said he loved me.
He said he goes, he's gonna marry me. Oh my God. And it just turned into a lot of broken promises.
Mm.
And
I'm getting a little tired.
broken promises, coño. Exactly. Exactly.
No, I'm not the one.
Say it again. Okay. But it was a
You
lot
know what you You will or you won't. No more.
Dun, dun. Okay.
No more. YouTube, don't copyright us.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Back to the story. What was I saying?
Manipulator.
Yeah.
Manipulator.
So completely wasted so many years with this person because I was, quote unquote in love and all this.
You were young and naive.
Young, naive.
Mm-hmm.
That goes back to what I was saying about people being, gullible.
Mm-hmm.
He was older than me, and I think he already had like a divorce.
Yeah.
So I met him right after he had been going through a divorce.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and it was a lot of gaslighting, man. It was a lot of, oh yeah, we're gonna do this. Then it never happened, and it just kept on happening month after month, year after year. And not just that, but the communication was inconsistent as fuck.
Yeah.
And any time that I asked this person for any type of reassurance or clarification, it was turned into, oh no, because you're probably cheating. No, because you're probably doing this. You're probably. All the while, I would spend night and day trying to contact this person, making sure they were okay.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they were probably out doing whatever they wanted to do.
Yeah.
Like, not even talking to me for like 2 days.
That's so
Like,
classic.
I can't even believe that I even dealt with that when I think about it. Yeah, so you come up, you disappear for 2 days, and then you finally reappear, and you have a story that somehow makes me the bad person, or la novia jodona, or, you know, or the complicated girlfriend, just because you ask simple questions. Simple questions, like, no.
Some passive aggression.
Yeah,
I
bro.
like that.
And it was just a constant, and it was because I was naive. I didn't know any better, and he knew that. He knew that
And he
because
took advantage.
he
That's
knew that
exactly what it
because
is.
men like that, what do? They try to always get girls younger than them because they can't handle women that are probably older or wiser than them. And I already have experienced men like them and won't fall for their shit.
Yeah, and it lacks the ability to having to explain yourself.
Exactly. Oh, this is easy. She don't know this game yet.
Right. Like she don't gotta worry. She'll let shit go.
Then when you know the game, then when you learn the game, then they want to call you a bitch. Okay. Got it. Anyways, that's the end of
nice.
that's the end of story time. For me,
I'll say mine.
lesson learned.
Yeah. Thank God.
Yeah.
You gotta learn your lesson. Because if not, and you do that, someone who is manipulated usually becomes the manipulator. You know, for me, my manipulators have always come in the form of, unfortunately, like friends and family. Like I've constantly had people that whenever I didn't want to do something, they made you feel guilty. Oh, you never do anything for me. Te cuesta todo. I say everything. Like,
and you give, and they'll make you feel like you're not giving enough.
oh, you never do nothing for me.
Like I do.
I always give you my arm and my hand. What you want, my titty? Like, damn.
Toma.
Toma, coño. Shit. Or like friends that always exaggerate the situation. Like, oh, I almost died because of you. I didn't have a contact to you. Like I needed to reach you.
Yeah, like
Girl, bye.
it was not that important.
I definitely had that.
I promise you.
I definitely had that, and I'm telling you now, you be alright.
You will be okay.
You be alright, and you were alright.
Yeah.
So thank you. Like, I don't need that, and it's harder to distinguish it when they're your friends and family.
Yeah,
Because you already have that soft side embedded in you for them, and because you're so easily trusting to them, it's very easy to
yeah, especially if you grew up around them.
not knowing the
Grew up
difference.
around them, you're used to
Yeah,
how they would, quote unquote manipulate you or how you interact with them. You would already be used to it.
freaking leeches, I'm telling you.
The leeches.
They're freaking leeches. Yeah, dude. Oh, I got a lot of bills. Yeah. So pay your fucking bills. What does that have to do with me? Like,
Always.
yes, there's always bills. I got bills too. My life is expensive. Exactly.
Esto está caro aquí.
Todo está caro, mi amor. It's not cheap for just you. I live in the same country, in the same state, in the same county, with the same zip code. ¿Qué tú quieres? Like, damn. Well, I got a lot of problems. Me too. Me too.
Mhm.
Me too, sis.
It's the exaggeration of it all, making it seem
No, and
like
that's a
their
form of
problems are bigger than
manipulation.
yours.
Exactly. That's a form of manipulation, too. You're exaggerating everything. I almost died. You didn't almost die.
Mhm.
You had to wait on a corner.
Dito.
Oh, I got arthritis. You were outside for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't walk there. It's 2 blocks.
There go that victim.
The victim, the denial, the manipulating, the passive aggression, the over exaggeration, like, I can deal without it. Not everything has to be a life or death. Is it really life or death? No, it's not.
Nah, it's not.
Like,
Not. On to the next.
literally,
On to the next.
like, what can you do when someone is manipulating you?
Because a lot of times you can't tell when someone's manipulating you in the moment. That's the hard part.
Yeah.
That's the hard part.
Yeah. Genuinely say, I don't feel uncomfortable. Do you feel uncomfortable with what's going on? Are you doing something you do not want to do?
Or if it just feels off.
Genuinely. If you genuinely, I'm not saying like, oh, somebody's telling you to go to work. Like, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about in the sense like, are you putting aside things that you should be doing
For yourself.
for yourself? Like working out or going to work or, going to the bank or running an errand or making sure you get like those fixes done on your job, walking your dog.
Yeah.
Think like, are you avoiding things like that you should be doing to get someone else's things done? Are you going out of your way to accomplish something for someone else? Are you feeling like you have to act a certain way to appease someone else?
I mean, that's deeper.
Yeah, but those are the right. It's better than telling people to go by their gut. I say that much. Because I'm not a good gut judger. I don't know what my gut. I don't know.
But
I'm not a good gut judger.
nah, but you can't say one thing is better than the other. Everyone is gonna handle it however they want to.
No, of course, but I'm not a good gut judger.
But it's not just gut. It's not just gut. It's learning from your previous experience.
That
like
as
I
well.
said,
Yeah.
like it's both. It's a combination of both. It's not just gut. It's trusting your instinct. At the end of the day, everyone has to have an instinct. That's what keeps you out of shit. That's how you make choices. You can't make a choice without any type of instinct or experience.
If you're paying attention, though.
That's exactly what I said. Pay attention. Pay close attention to the details.
Yeah.
Pay attention to red flags. Like,
Yeah.
don't just think that
This is
the
how it's supposed to
words
be.
that this person is telling you is gonna be what you're actually gonna receive. Because if it's one thing that these people could do is talk.
Yeah. Like if you're always arguing and then you break up and then you make a scene and then you leave them and then 2 weeks you're back together with them, like, and it's a constant
talk. They can talk, bro.
Yes, like if it's a constant, oh well, here we go again. Like you definitely need a good support system too. I say that you need somebody to call you out to make sure that you're not being taken advantage of.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
For those who are fortunate enough to.
Yeah, having genuine, real people in your life to make sure that these things aren't occurring to you.
Yeah, that's important.
To sit here and be like, you shouldn't be doing that, or this person is talking to you crazy, girl. That's illegal. Like,
yeah, because that's part of the reason why situations will go longer than they even have to. Because example of like the people that fall blindly in love. You know how long it takes to get people out of that?
They never listen.
Not
Some
like
people really never listen.
until they learn from.
They be killing me.
Until they learn from an experience.
No,
it don't matter who talks to them. It doesn't matter who.
Yo, and depending on the experience, because sometimes they end up like
Doesn't matter
4
who.
children in and still there living in a studio apartment. And oh Jesus, Jesus! I don't know nobody like that, but I'm just saying. You gotta exaggerate again.
Yeah. But everyone is definitely gonna have their own encounters and have to handle the situation, as best as you can.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely pay attention to the details.
And not overreact when you face it.
A lot of things you'll regret.
Yeah, most definitely.
Not just physical things, but words. Some words you can't take back.
Asking yourself, is this really worth my aggression, my attention span, my care, energy?
And then just stop being messy. Stop being messy. It doesn't have to get so messy. Like,
yeah, if it's bad, then dude, it's bad. Like, stop trying to change the situation. You know that sign that's like caution, and the meme that's like, you can't read that? No, I can read. I can read. I can read very well, thank you. No, I can read. I can read, thank you. Pay attention.
yeah.
If you don't like it and you get over it, don't sweep it under the rug because he gave you some good dick. I say that much. Or because her todo good.
Aye.
Because it could be both ways. Or because she gives it sucky.
What's that guac 3000?
Yeah, that guac 3000. Or that wop, you feel me?
The wop.
Yes. This way. What
You never know. You never know.
Going and drying, coming out foggy. Definitely. I feel like sex is a big, big contender in the manipulation scale. Because some people are so keen on body count, which is so immature.
Yeah.
I'm not saying sleep with everybody, but immature in the sense that they'll use it as a reason to continue with someone's nonsense.
Or discontinue.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like it's really the way that they judge women versus men is wild.
Yeah.
Instantly. Ho. Like, instant. What?
I mean, whatever. They're just mad. They're just mad. It's true. Even though like what I said earlier probably like disagrees with that, but that's not what the comment was. The comment was, that's why they're mad, because women do it better. That's why, like, women can do it better.
Yeah.
You kidding me? Every woman that's ever been a historical figure has been that bitch. Cleopatra was that bitch.
Because you have to be to
Queen
surpass
was
all
that
these
bitch.
men.
That bitch.
You have to be that bitch to surpass multiple men.
Bitch.
To stick out the rest, you got to be that bitch. Because otherwise I'd be like, oh, that's just otra tipa.
Definitely, and then you get manipulated on.
Otra tipa.
Yeah.
Esa no va a decir nada.
And unfortunately, women are also manipulated into these love stories that aren't real.
Yeah.
And that's when men can easily take advantage of that.
Mm-hmm.
They promise you Cinderella and you the rat that made the dress.
Not the rat that made the dress.
You the pumpkin, bitch. You the fucking shoe that got left behind. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. What about the families that manipulate the kids that they're raising? I mean, in sports world, right? There's people that they have.
Not because you're genuinely right,
look
but
up to fill a certain shoe.
some people would argue that that's just raising your kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just say if it becomes a sign of aggression, then that's fine. But let's just say you want to have that relationship with your child. Like, I wouldn't want to sit here and say that I'm manipulating my child into wanting to, let's say, take ballet. I just want that opportunity for her because I never got that opportunity.
But that doesn't mean that they can't get manipulated. Just like they could enjoy it, you could still manipulate them into trying to get into it, because every kid is gonna naturally lean towards something, you know.
Right.
There's one kid, let's say for example, that's more a soccer fan or more of a basketball person, but he's freaking Tom Brady's son, and
Right.
now he has to be like Tom Brady,
Right.
and now Tom is, you know, Daddy Tom is training you because he wants you to live up to his expectations.
But see, but what about this now, right? What if I'm just a big sports fan and I never played and I'm always watching it and that's how my kid? That's a form of kind of manipulation because you're no matter what you're
setting up
exposing.
the foundation.
Exactly, like you're setting up the exposure.
Yeah. Some parents do it,
That's what I'm saying.
and then they end up with
I'm
kids that are
probably-
miserable.
If that's the case, I'm gonna manipulate my kids, and they're gonna have no choice because they're gonna have to listen to all this '90s music. They're gonna have to watch all the old cartoons of me. They gotta know what all that is. They gotta know what Hey Arnold is.
Yo, it's a real thing. Because in the Asian culture, what do they expect you? They expect you to be a doctor or something. They don't really. There's a lot of Asian households that will have that expectation from their kids.
But that
They won't accept them doing anything else.
that does go with the culture. That is an association and a characteristics associated with the culture. Just like us being Dominican, like we don't give a fuck.
But so that means the culture is
We about-
manipulating them.
Every like culture and manipulation are very tricky for us
They
to get
dip and
into.
dabble. They dip and dabble.
They do because
Dabble.
we can talk about we can bring that back to DR and how they manipulate us
Because every
into being light skinned.
every
Everything is
culture
light
has
skinned.
its own little thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
they teach us.
Why you have to move the way you move?
Exactly. They teach us. They taught our parents. They didn't even teach us because we went to school. Well, you went to school in DR, but here in America, like in our textbooks, we learned that slave trade was everybody, blacks, Indians.
No, yeah, but I still think
Spaniards.
American history, even though white
Right.
out there.
But I bet you those textbooks were sitting here telling you that Dominicans were like Indios.
No, well, I took U.S. history as well as Dominican history, so I took both.
Mhm.
So I got from
Did
both.
you feel the manipulation in it being?
No, actually, U.S. history was my favorite subject.
Did anybody comment on having to be light
Tú lo
skinned?
estás de chismosa.
I am being a chimosa because it's something that's true. There is
But in
an
other schools, maybe.
installation of colorism in DR. That is a big manipulation.
In other schools, maybe, but my school was literally a bilingual school. It was meant to be an American.
Okay.
American.
Right.
It's a private.
Because there's a bunch of Dominicans that sit here and say they're not black, but they black as fuck.
Yeah, like, yeah.
That's what I'm talking
I
about.
literally have a bunch of
That's
family.
manipulation. That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about that manipulation.
A bunch of those in my family.
That we're gonna talk about culture. We gotta talk about our culture. You feel me?
They out there
Yeah.
in la capital.
That's a manipulation. You're sitting here manipulating something as being more desirable than something else based on what?
And manipulating kids into procreating
Mhm.
lighter skinned people.
I didn't have no dark dolls. I had one doll that was light skinned with brown hair, and she was my favorite doll. So she looked like me. And that was it. All my Barbies were blue and white. I mean, blonde hair and blue eyes. Yep. Mhm.
Also, the time
Yeah.
that we grew up when there wasn't that many options being even made.
Mm.
But again, Dominicans wouldn't really buy that either.
Yeah. I've seen it. I've gone to stores where, unfortunately, the black doll comes with more accessories, and ironically, for some reason, it's cheaper than the white doll.
Huh.
That's sick.
No, that is. I never noticed that.
I've gone shopping for my niece. You know who.
Mhm.
And I went and I was looking for toys for her, and I wanted a toy. Again, like I said, I had a Barbie that looked like me, and she was my favorite, and that's what I wanted because I wanted someone that looked like me. Because Barbies have always been a reflection of a girl's self-esteem for herself. How she takes care of a Barbie
Yeah.
is very telling of her psychology.
Mhm.
So I wanted to get her a toy that looked like her because that's just
Where was this? Can we disclose the store? Okay.
It was on Southern Boulevard.
Cheap
That's all I'll say.
but not right
It was
now.
a kid's store on Southern Boulevard. That's all I'll say.
All right.
And this store had a lot of kids' toys, and I went to buy the kids' toys, and I saw the blonde doll with less stuff, and it was like $21. in the 20s, and then the black doll came with more accessories, a whole carriage, all this stuff, and it cost $15 less.
Same doll.
Same doll, the exact same doll, same company. It was the same doll. I swear to God. I promise you, I'm not lying. I remember sending it to Sierra, and I was like, yo, bro, you see this? How is this? Like, I said this.
I would have took a picture, tweeted that.
I don't have Twitter. I'm sorry. I'm not a tweeter. That's the one millennial thing not about me.
Well, we'll get to that.
Yes, and the doll was cheaper. Unfortunately.
That's wild.
But I believe it. Manipulation everywhere. I feel like that's why flat Earth stars. I feel like that's why people have all these different beliefs, because the idea of thinking what we were thinking is crazy. Yeah, like Bigfoot, like. But I have a friend that made a really good point.
No, we fuck with aliens.
We do. Aliens are real. I don't care. There are living organisms on other planets. That is considered an alien. I'm jacking it. Facts, America. Facts from the science.
Y punto.
If you are being manipulated, I feel like the biggest thing you can do is create that healthy support system.
Definitely.
Get professional help.
Yeah.
From a therapist. Don't come see me, but see somebody.
Yeah. I feel like we're about to overbook you with this.
Please don't. I'm tired. I need a vacation. Definitely recognize the signs. Making sure you're keeping track. Making sure it goes with your boundaries or your limits or your values.
Yeah.
Reevaluating everything.
Yes.
Making sure it aligns with what you want exactly. Because we're not going to sit here and act like, oh, you're at home and you're relying on your man to bring home the bacon. There's nothing wrong with that. If it's for you, then it's for you.
Right.
If you're okay with making money like that, that's cool. But don't let somebody use you for your body so they can profit off of that. That's not what I'm saying. If you're going to sit here and make a sex tape, sis, make every coin.
Dale.
Make every coin. Because I'm not going to sit here and jack like I have this problem. No. Make your money, honey. Make sure it's your money and that you keep it.
Yeah.
Don't let somebody else take advantage of you and then bye.
Yeah.
Goodbye with that. You can miss me with that one.
Nah. For real.
Making sure everything is good within your standards.
Yeah,
is what we definitely promote here.
Yeah. Making sure you pay attention to all those details. Like we said, just pay attention. Just be mindful.
That was good. And with that, we're cutting out of here, people. Join us next week. We're going to figure out a topic. We'll let you know with our promos. Don't miss them. If you want more of us, catch some of our previous videos. We have some more of that.
You'll see them somewhere in here. Yeah. So see you guys next week. Thank you, guys.
Thanks.